The Army, a supreme personification of commitment and discipline. Inspired by the armed forces is another fleet of performers ready for service. The Godrej-Tyson Army. We have the discipline to ensure that the chickens we make are the best one can get. So, what makes a Godrej-Tyson chicken the very best? Our mission: using our expertise to provide safe and affordable dietary proteins and thus contributing towards higher and healthier standards of living. Godrej-Tyson Foods Limited, one of India's leading poultry players and a vertically integrated company. From breeding and hatching to broiler farms and processing plant, everything is under our control. Our breeder farms are populated with the world's finest pedigree of broilers. Cobb Vantress, the finest products of genetic engineering. Flocks are nurtured at our state-of-the-art breeder farms, which are monitored round the clock by expert veterinarian doctors. Breeder farms are located at isolated places to prevent contamination. Stringent biosecurity norms, sanitation and hygiene throughout the facilities help control disease. Every bird is vaccinated. Temperature is calibrated to suit the season. Their diet, a specially pelletized feed produced under the guidance of expert veterinarian nutritionists at Godrej Agrovet plants. The result? Quality eggs to breed another genetically pristine generation. It all begins with breeding fertile eggs in controlled conditions, then carefully sorted in temperature-controlled rooms. The stringent health and safety norms adhere to our zero-tolerance policy for biohazards. To us, these are not just eggs, but a microcosm of engineering excellence itself. Sorted and certified, the eggs are transported to state-of-the-art hatcheries, secured in boxes to minimize transit shocks. On arrival, straight to a cold room to curtail embryonic growth. Then, gently cleaned and fumigated to maintain zero contamination. Our incubators replicate the way a hen rotates her eggs to warm them evenly. 21 days later, the miracle of life. Within 5 hours, the healthiest day-old chicks are carefully selected for delivery to commercial farms to avoid stress. Under the guidance of veterinarian doctors, a stringent vaccination, biosecurity, and hygiene schedule keeps them healthy at every stage. The chicks are now moved to broiler farms. The broiler farm is where we do our bit for the farming community, providing an opportunity to earn a steady and assured livelihood. Farmers are also trained in the Godrej-Tyson way. The broiler farm is sanitized, and a gap of 3 to 4 weeks is maintained before a new flock of day-old chicks is moved in. Balanced feed, biosecurity, growth management program, all carefully monitored by expert veterinarian doctors for flock uniformity. No wonder a Godrej-Tyson bird meets the highest norms anywhere in the world. The birds must imperatively attain this degree of certification before qualifying for the next stage. In engineering, they say, "You are what goes into you." Our vertical integration process ensures that our feed factories rival 5-star kitchens, the very best in the country. Because for us, food is a serious business, both yours and the chickens. Our world-class R&D center has developed an optimally balanced feed with 15 different nutrients, 3 different kinds of poultry feed for different stages of the bird's life. A meal fit for the best chickens in the world. Great food for them only means great food for you someday. Only when they are finally certified fit for consumption by our veterinarian doctors are they lifted to the plant. You probably won't find a better processing plant anywhere. 8 to 12 hours after their last feed, the arriving birds are gently unloaded and housed snugly in a well-ventilated holding area, awaiting an internationally established scientific slaughter process that will keep them trauma-free to the very end. The birds are stunned before being scalded and defeathered. Evisceration follows with extreme care. The birds are washed in the spray chiller. This is the critical process that ultimately makes all the difference in taste, because freezing at this point robs the bird of its natural moisture. In our spin chiller, on the other hand, cooled at 4 degrees Celsius, all natural juices are retained, creating a far superior quality of chicken. The net result is meat so tender and succulent, you can truly call it real good chicken. The entire process surpasses global standards. In fact, we are India's first company to be awarded HACCP and ISO 9001 certification for processed chicken. Nothing is left to chance. Inspection and FSQA checks happen at all critical points. Chickens are tested for antibiotics, heavy metals, and pesticide residue 4 times a year. Not just the birds. Even the temperature, ice, water, packing, and steam used in the processes are tested. At Godrej-Tyson, food safety criteria is absolutely non-negotiable, which is why a real good chicken is the only chicken in India that can be called 100% natural. Hygienically packed, in food-grade packing, with fresh chicken at 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, and frozen chicken at -18 degrees Celsius, subject to one final FSQA check and metal check. They are transported in refrigerated vehicles to reach the entire spectrum of consumers' households, restaurants, hotels, institutions, and, oh yes, the Army. Processing from live birds to different cuts and portions are done. Chicken is now ready for an absolutely new look under the brand name Yummies. Here, the chickens are processed to produce frozen products like chicken nuggets, chicken burger patties, kebabs, salamis, and sausages. Depending on the finished product, the chicken meat is marinated with carefully calibrated quantities of spices and ingredients to maintain consistency. The dry ingredients procured from our stores as per the precise requirement of the production team. Each step controlled and measured to perfection, thus ensuring perfect consistency in final taste. It's now time for IQF, or individual quick freezing. The product is frozen in 40 minutes. After IQF, over to the refracting metal detector, a critical control point where unwanted metal or foreign particles are detected and eliminated, a process free of human intervention. Voila! The product is finally frozen, packed, and ready to deliver. A life cycle of food safety maintained right through. Finished products are stored and transported at -18 degrees Celsius in refrigerated vans. It's an amazing life cycle in terms of traceability, too. One can trace back to the very origins of the bird in the packing. And while our own Army is busy providing you with great chicken today, they are also defenders of a better tomorrow. We aim to leave a zero carbon footprint recycle water and are committed to the next generation's inheritance of a kingdom worth living in. They say an army marches on its stomach, which is why when it comes to the health of our Army, there can be no compromise. 100% natural, real good chicken, protecting those who protect the nation.